What up, HyperChange? Welcome to another episode. Today we're talking about Tesla's Model Y and the potential for this to come early, even as early as the end of this year. I've been adding up a bunch of clues, got a couple tips from people, and so kind of want to compile this into the theory that Tesla's going to actually probably has already started trial runs of Model Y production, could start delivering a handful of them in just a month or two here, and will start really ramping production in Q1 and Q2 of this year, materially before Wall Street or the company has said they will ramp production. So just to give you a little history, the Model Y unveiled in March 2019 is Tesla's mini SUV or CUV. The crossover SUV segment is the largest in the automotive market, growing extremely quickly. So in a very anticipated move the needle product for Tesla. Even Elon Musk has said it could actually outsell the Model 3, S and X combined. So huge potential for the Model Y to make Tesla a ton of money, lead to huge growth next year. Originally, when they unveiled the car, they said it would begin deliveries in late 2020, ramping in early 2021. But since then, we've got a bunch of clues that look like this is happening way faster. And remember, the Model Y shares about 70% of the parts as the Model 3. There's a ton of crossover and overlap there, making it much easier to ramp production. This is also just a testament to the fact that as Tesla sets up each new general assembly or vehicle production line, they get better and better at doing it. They can ramp faster and faster. The capex per unit of that ramp is lower and lower. We're watching the pace of innovation at the manufacturing level for Tesla really accelerate here with Model Y. So now let's get into the clues. In September 10th, 2019, just a couple months ago, we get news that Tesla's actually filed for a permit with the city of Fremont. They don't technically refer to it as Model Y, but it's the new general assembly line, and the only thing it could really be for is Model Y. A couple weeks later, on October 2nd, we actually have a black Model Y spotted in the wild, and then this set off basically just a run of a bunch of people seeing the Model Y in the wild. So, I'm no rocket scientist, but I think that's pretty good evidence that Tesla started to build a couple of these cars if we're seeing different configurations, different colors, different rims pop up and be driving around and testing on the road. Then, on October 15th, CleanTechnica breaks this big article that basically says a source within Tesla who's very reliable has leaked to them that Model Y production is going to start in Q1 2020. Remember, it's not supposed to start till Q3 2020 at the earliest, really Q4, and then only really be in volume production in 2021. But CleanTechnica basically says that's going to happen a year ahead of time. I didn't know what to think of this at the time because they didn't have much evidence behind it. It was just an anonymous leak, but it did seem to make sense and add up. Then in the Q3 2019 earnings report, Tesla confirms that the Model Y is way ahead of schedule, and they say production is expected to begin by summer of 2020. So Tesla confirms that the timeline is being accelerated. Then November 4th, we're seeing more and more Model Ys spotted around, and so I don't know. Adding this up all together, I don't have a concrete source. This is all speculation, but to me it looks like we are just any day now, any week now, we can get an announcement from Tesla about the timing of Model Y production and about the timing of a first delivery announcement. I don't know if they're going to have an event or they're just going to start delivering, or we're going to get people, get emails who are early reservation holders saying like, configure your car, it's ready to go. But I think this is extremely exciting, mostly from a financial perspective for the company. And I guess if you're waiting for a Model Y, you're probably going to get it way sooner than you thought, which is awesome. But from a financial perspective for the company, I mean, this is a game-changing product for Tesla. As much as I don't like Wall Street analysts, just to take a look at the consensus annual growth rate for next year is only 22% for revenue to about $30 billion. I think that's dramatically lower, especially when you consider Model Y is coming early. This is probably not counting and not nearly enough from China revenue. So I think we have a huge re-rating of the entire financial model of Tesla, and that's going to be led by the early ramp of the Model Y, which makes this so exciting. But anyway, if this gets announced in the next couple days or weeks, you heard it here on HyperChange first, but I think there's a lot of clues that point to extremely early and accelerated Model Y production. We're already seeing the prototypes in the wild, and now I've gotten this tip from a Patreon, actually. Shout out to that person who basically said they were at the delivery center and a Tesla employee told them that they were going to be delivering a bunch of Model Ys before the end of the year. So who knows if it's true or not, but I wanted to share with you guys because I think it lines up with so much of my research. Anyway, this is HyperChange. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.